Hi everyone, this is Cafeccino. I'm Ramsha Nadeem and today's video is all about strawberry cheesecake. So first of all, wash, dry and cut your strawberries into halves, and this is how you preserve strawberries so they will kind of last long for about months. So transfer them into a nice clean airtight container, a layer at a time, and then sprinkle about a tablespoon of sugar, then another layer, then some more sugar. Now you can stack it like layer by layer as much as you want, and they will get really nice and syrupy, nice and succulent, ripe, red in color with kind of really nice sauce in them. Refrigerate it and you're good to go. For the vanilla sponge, into a nice clean heat-proof bowl, crack in 2 eggs and add in the granulated sugar to it. Give it a quick mix, and all the recipe quantities I will list down in the description box below. Just give it a quick mix and transfer it onto a pot of simmering water. And now make sure that the base of the bowl is not touching the water, or else you'll end up with these scrambled eggs. So mix and then switch to a electric beater and beat it until really nice and fluffy, increased in volume, and will kind of maintain that marshmallowy texture. Once that's done, it will take around 4 to 5 minutes. Remove it from the heat and beat it for a few more minutes just to get it to the right room temperature. Once that's done, add in the vanilla extract and give it a quick mix. And now add in the dry ingredients, which include some cake flour, baking powder and a pinch of salt, sifted 4 times just to have that really nice light airy texture to it, and fold it in a motion which we call the law of J, which we have made. So it's like a J motion, a letter J motion, so that just to make sure that there are no pockets of flour in it. Once that's done, transfer it to a greased with butter and dusted with plain flour 9-inch round springform pan. Level off the top and bake it for in a preheated oven at 180°C Mark 4 for around 20 to 25 minutes, or until a skewer inserted in the middle comes out clean. Once that's done, let it cool. In the meanwhile, whip up some of your whipping cream and set this aside once it's soft peaks. And then with the same beater, beat some cream cheese until it's nice and smooth. Once that's done, let me show you the strawberries which we just preserved. So I've kept it in the refrigerator for around 24 hours, and now it looks something like this. As you can see, they are really nice, succulent, red and syrupy. We haven't added any liquid to it. That's the only syrup from all that pectin and the syrup of strawberries. So once they are done, you can top these on top of any of your favorite dessert. Add in almost like half of these, reserving the syrup for later use. So almost half of them, and we'll beat these. Once that's done, I will add the remaining half of the strawberry chunks as well. So this is a bit kind of messy, so we are doing half of it first. And these strawberry chunks will kind of break apart because they're really nice and soft. So the beater will easily break them apart, and you will get a really nice chunky texture from these strawberries in your cheesecake. Once these are nicely incorporated, add in around half of the packaging of jelly crystals. This is strawberry flavored jelly crystals. Mix. Once it's nice and combined, now melt down some of your marshmallows. I'm using strawberry flavored. You can even use vanilla, but make sure they are like white or pink in color. No other colors required. So melt them in the microwave, or you can even use a double boiler. And at this stage, you really need to be quick. Just quickly mix, give it a good mix, and then transfer it into your cream cheese mix, because these are really kind of it cools down pretty quickly, and they're really stringy, as you can see, more stringy than even mozzarella cheese. So just quickly transfer it into your cream cheese batter, and then kind of whip it up quickly so that it may not set as easily. And also bloom in or almost like a teaspoon of gelatin in 2 tablespoons of water. Set that aside and then microwave that as well for 5 seconds, and add that to this cream cheese mixture. Fold in some of your soft peak whipped cream to it, and or even you can use a beater to mix it in. So I'm using that. So mix in your whipped cream in it, and once that's done, allow it to cool till slightly. In the meanwhile, we'll prepare our cake. So once your cake is cooled, level up the top. I've also kind of shaved at the bottom because I really wanted a thin layer of cake at the base, and that volume was too much for me. And then simple syrup it just with a simple syrup, and then place a cake ring onto a cake board, and then place this cake in the middle. I've also lined my cake ring with a plastic sheet at the edges, and now I've cutted some strawberries, and now I'm placing the cut side of the strawberry with the wall of the cake ring, and kind of press them really nicely, and make sure that your strawberry ring is really nice and tight, opaque. Once that's done, transfer that cream cheese mixture in the middle and level off the top. Put a cling wrap on top, and then refrigerate it for around 5 to 6 hours or until it's set. And with the remaining half jelly crystals packaging, transfer it into some hot boiling water. Stir it once it's dissolved. Add in about 3 tablespoons of that reserved strawberry syrup, which we just made with those strawberries. Just mix it to combine. Once it kind of turns to room temperature, now pour this on top of your cheesecake, which is already set right now. So just transfer it on top of your cheesecake and then refrigerate. Once that jelly is also set, unwrap, unmold, and serve immediately. As due to that heat from the lighting of my kitchen, my jelly from the top just started to melt down a little bit, which you can see. But you can garnish it with some strawberries as well. And subscribe for new videos every Friday. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'll get the link down below. And as always, eat, drink, and think. Bye guys. As soon as possible. And subscribe for new video every Friday, and as always, eat, drink, and